This is a short tutorial on semitones. Things you need to know: how to name the notes in treble and bass clefs, how to label the notes on the piano keyboard. A semitone is the distance between any key on the piano keyboard and its closest neighbor. For example, here's C, its closest neighbor is C sharp, also known as D flat. Here's another key, E flat, its closest neighbor is E natural, etc. So it's always whatever key is directly beside it. Suppose you're asked for a semitone above this note. First of all, you need to know what this note is. So knowing your lines and spaces in treble clef, you know that that is an F. Now you need to know where that is on the piano keyboard. So here's F on the piano keyboard. Its closest neighbor is right here, which is that black key. Now that black key has two names. You can either call it F sharp or you can call it G flat. So you have two possible answers. You can call it F sharp, so you draw your F and place it sharp, or you could also answer this, G flat. If you were asked for a semitone lower than the F given, draw that F again, we're now going to go in the opposite direction. So we're going to go over here. The closest neighbor is this white key right here, and so that is an E, so you can draw your E. Now you could also call this an F flat. I'll put in the F flat here. And remember that what all the flat does is lowers the pitch by one semitone. So here's F, and F flat would be right there. If you have a D sharp, find D sharp on your piano keyboard. And if you're asked to go a semitone higher, you're going to go down to this key, which is an E natural. If you're going in the opposite direction, if you're asked for a semitone lower, then you're going to go into this key, and that of course is a D. Now in this case, this is something to be very careful about. Because these are written in the same bar, this D sharp here actually applies to this note as well unless we cancel it. So we have to make sure in this case that we put a natural sign beside that D so that we know that we're going from D sharp down to D natural. Another example in treble clef, here we have the note C. So there's C on the piano keyboard. If I want to go a semitone higher, I'm going to go to this black key here, and I can give that one of two names. I can call that C sharp, or I can call it D flat. If I was going in the opposite direction, if I had the question asked me for a semitone lower, in that case I'm going to go in this direction, and I'm going to end up on that key. And so I would have, there's the C, and my answer would be the B natural. We're now in bass clef, so you make sure you always know both clefs. In bass clef here we have a B, and so here's B, and if you go up a semitone, you end up on the white key, which is C. If you went in the opposite direction, you could have one of two answers. You could have B flat, or you can have an A sharp. Here we have a G flat. Find G flat on your piano keyboard. And if you're asked for a semitone up, you end up on the white key, which is G, and it's G natural. So again, you have to remember here that you have to put in that natural sign, otherwise it's still a G flat and would be marked wrong. If you're going down, then you're going to the left, and you're going to get an F natural. And in this case, you don't need to put that natural because the G flat here does not modify a note on a different line or space. And one last example, here we have a low F sharp in the bass clef. There's F sharp. Semitone higher is going to take you to G. And semitone lower is going to take you to the white key beside it, which is F, and I should put in that, let's put in the sharp here for the question, F, and again in this case you want to put that natural sign in so that that F sharp has been cancelled out and you get the right notated note. And that's it.